Are you running around in Aelio right now trying to find your Randomite and you need some help? Well, I got a video for you because today I'm going to be showing you where you can find all the Randomite in every location in Aelio. And of course, this is the beginning of our series where I'm going to be showing you over the next 3 videos of every single zone where you can get your Randomites. Since, let's be honest, Randomites are great and you need to be farming them. But before we hop into all that, I do want to say welcome back to your #1 top for PSO2 New Genesis gameplay how-tos and all of that jazz. And once again, I want to give a giant shout out to everybody that is supporting for the months of November. I don't know if you can hear it, but I forgot to turn my phone off. Oops. Anyway, and of course, we will go into more information about all that in a bit. But for now, we're going to go ahead and jump into that video. Heads up, we did it live over on Twitch. So, of course, this is the edited down version. But if you do want to check out all the unedited shenanigans that me and chat got into while trying to find all the Randomite, be sure to check out Patreon. Will be uncut video over there. But for now, let's jump into this and let's find you guys some Randomite. So let's go ahead and start off Aelio by coming on up to Lake Hopper, since it'd be the easiest and fastest and they right next to each other. So let's go ahead and start off from the Wooker device, and we're gonna head pretty much just straight across the pond itself. And as you can see, you can always see half of them already. So we have 3 here, and then we have ourselves 3 more in the middle of the lake. And from here, we're just going to keep on pretty much going straight. And we're going to go ahead and hit up, I believe, 4 more over here, which it is. And once we actually grab this, we will be officially done with a Lake Hopper. It's literally that easy. So with that, let's head to the next area. And then on net one we're going to be grabbing is going to be in North Aelio. And we're going to start off by coming over here to the Wooker device. And from here behind running toward the tree, we can go ahead and find us 2 more Randomite right on over here. So let's go ahead, let's grab these and be on to the net part.
I Want It That Way is the song done.
And then for net 2 Randomite, we're going to go ahead and literally find them staring right at us from the cocoon up here on the right side. So let's grab D2 and then we will be good. And also starting to wane, so we do not want to hang around here and get killed by a gigantic. And yeah, with that, the 2 body cocoons are done. And then for our net 3 Randomite here, we're going to go ahead and find them up here on that mountain. Just be warned, you might have a dread to deal with because we just had to deal with it. So let's go ahead and grab these. So from the top, there will be 1, I guess technically 2 roughly in the middle. And then 1 down here on the edge. So let's get this, and hopefully the dread don't respawn, and we will be good to go. And also, I see a reactor. I need money, so we just can grab that as well. And with that, let's go get our lat couple. And now for our lat 3 Randomite. That one will, of course, be found over here on the lat mountain. We are going to have to do, like, a little bit of platforming. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and grab this. And we're just going to go ahead and, like, walk towards, like, going down if you're coming up from that way to get up here. And you will go ahead and find a lat one right down here, right by the foot of the bridge. Or I guess you can also say pretty quote to the Wooker device. And there it is. There's the lat 3 for North Aelio. And with that, let's move on to the net zone. So our net area here is West Aelio, and we're going to start off at the top of the map at the Wooker device right up here. And we are going to be heading to the little mountain right behind us, because we got ourselves 2 Randomite items up here. Easy enough. You can go ahead and just find the straight from the Wooker device and see one of them from it. So let's grab these, and then from here we will start walking our way back down the opposite direction back towards the water area. And now we got 3 more Randomite to get our hands on, and of course we're going to do it and find them a white net to the yellow trigger downhill in West Aelio, a white hill on the map. So from here, easily enough, they are literally white net to it. So let's go ahead and grab that, as of course they are trying to promote us into, or recruit us into doing origin quests. We make it a video, so that gotta wait a moment. And then for our net 3 randomite, we gonna go ahead and get waited. Who is waiting? What is happening? And then for our net 3 randomite, let's go ahead and start off from the mag, which you can call find White Hill in West Aelio. And from the mag, we're gonna go ahead and head down, once again going towards like the waterfall area. And we're gonna go ahead and find our net 3 randomite right here on the mountain, or one on the mountain halfway down and then on the ground below. So let's grab these, and we are ready to head out and get any more randomite. And then for our lat 2 randomite for this area, of course you can go ahead and find it down here on the bottom left. I get technically the closest landmark being the Randomite and the Cocoon, but we're gonna go ahead and find the 2 white hills. So let's go ahead and break this, and then with that, we are officially done in the part of Aelio. And next up is, of course, Central Aelio. So these to start off, it's going to be pretty easy for the most part, since you can go ahead and jump by walking out of the town, right here on the left side of the map. You're going to go ahead and find you 3 randomite just waiting for you. So 2 of these are going to be on the ground, which right here, and then up here on this edge, right along with a whole bunch of greener-site as well. So I highly recommend grabbing the greener-site if it's available for you when you are watching that video. But nonetheless, we do have our 3 here, and once again, I am going to grab these because we need the green site badly. But nonetheless, there you go. There is 3 more randomite down. And then for our next 6 randomite, we're going to go ahead and find the pretty much in a straight line. And if you want a location for this inside of Central Aelio, pretty much it will be on the same level as the Cocoon and the Ruka device. But from here, let's go ahead and grab these. So once again, we're going to be doing multiple groups of 2s. But once again, as you can probably tell, they are pretty close to each other for the most part. So this is probably outside of Lake Copper. It's probably the most easiest group to actually deal with. So let's grab these, and then I keep on going straight up the mountain towards the dead end. I guess it's kind of a dead end. And we're going to go ahead and pick up our lat 2 downhill. And then that is taken care of that part of the map. And then for our next 3 randomite, these will be able to be found on the left side of a Central City Hill in Central Aelio. And of course, these will be up on the mountain just a little bit, and there will be some greener side up here as well. So let's go ahead and grab these. And if you need a landmark, I get the easiest landmark for where we are right now, is of course all the bridges that is, well, separating the 2 mountains. But there you go. There you 3 more out of the way. And then for lat 3 for Central Aelio, you can go ahead and find it by following the wibble line down and find them on top of the middle rock. But as far as where they are on the map, you can go ahead and find them literally right here. So let's go ahead and grab these. And once again, if you haven't got your greener site, if they are available, they are also here ready for you to grab as well. So let's grab these 2, and then the lat 1 will be on the back side, like running into the forest area. And there we go. Just like that, we are officially now done with Central Aelio. And now we move on to the most head-aching of all the zones, South Aelio, the bane of our existence, but we got also 15 more randomite to get our hands on. So let's go ahead and start off from a court, the Ruka device up here. And we're just going to go ahead and run straight off and jump on down. And on our left side, we will go ahead and see us a waterfall down here. And inside the cave, we're going to get us a whole bunch more. So to start off, we got also one as soon as we come on in here. And then from there, we're going to have them separated out just a tiny bit. because when we come to the fork in the road, we of course have ourselves one right in front of us. So from here we can go left and get some more, but let's go ahead and head on up, since there is a single one just hanging out right on down here. So we're gonna go ahead, follow it all the way down, and also come back later and grab the rest of the material, since if you wasn't aware, this is actually a pretty good spot to actually get your hands on a whole bunch of the metals. But for this video, we are mainly interested in randomite. So once we go ahead and reach out here, we will find our net one standing right here, a net to us, and then we're gonna go ahead and head on back in. So after walking our way back to the fork in the road, let's go ahead and take the left side and head on down, and from here we will have 4 more randomite to get our hands on. Just keep an eye out here, because if you're anything like me, they will be kind of easy to miss, especially with how the little mountain stones are set up. But nonetheless, just keep an eye out and you will find these, and of course one of them is literally right here. And now we need 3 more, which will be a little bit farther in here, which is, of course, one literally right here as we enter the big room. And then another one over on the left side behind these stones. And then our net one should be right there. So right in front of us is our net one. So let's go ahead and get that one done. And then we are officially done as far as the case system is concerned for randomite. And then for our net ones, of course, leaving outside the waterfall where we originally just was for the last couple, we're going to come on out, and we're going to head a little bit to the left over here, going to where our brand new tower dungeon is, or whatever you want to call that event. But nonetheless, we're just going to go ahead, travel to the left side here, and head on in. And we, of course, will go ahead and collect our net view randomite. So, this way, you now know what this is. If you like me and constantly getting lost, hopefully that will help. But nonetheless, there we go. There is 3 more randomite in here just waiting for us to get our hands on it. And, of course, as far as the mini-map is concerned, you will find it right here. So, let's go ahead. Let's grab these 3. And we will, of course, be on our way and try not to get too heavily lost, because I am still not looking forward to the net part. I hear you thumping. Oh, shit! What was that? And now for our net 3 randomite here, when stuff not trying to one-shot us, we're gonna go ahead and find them in a tunnel, which is a little more hidden here down in South Aelio. And of course, you can get up here by, of course, jumping on some of the jump pads once you come out of the last area where we were before. So we're going to go ahead and head on in, and from here, once again, we're going to be able to find a 3 randomite waiting for us. So just pretty much follow the paths all the way down, and of course you can get your hands on the randomite, as well as a whole bunch of other materials as well, as you can see with them also spawning. But once you got your hands on it, we are of course ready to move on to our last 2 randomite, and then we are officially done. And our headache of this zone is done for another week. And then for our last 2 randomite, we're gonna go ahead and head into this little walkway I get under the waterfall area here, as we are being attacked by a dread. Because yes, there is a dread that spawned down here. But what we need to do is go ahead and just run past him and hope he don't kill us. And we need to hit that jump pad. And from that jump pad, we need to go up 1 floor up. Which will be literally right here. And over on the right side, you will go ahead and see a hole in the mountain. And that is where we need to head to. Since in here is a straight up dead end with some tents. And then, of course, our last 2 randomite, and which is located right here on the mini-map for South Aelio. So let's go ahead and break these. And then we are officially done. And just like that, we have collected every single randomite inside of Aelio. The nightmare of collecting Randomite and South Aelio is done. That's how you celebrate, chat. You don't jump. This is how we celebrate around here. And as you can see, it was a shenanigan and a half collecting all that Randomite, and hopefully this has been helpful. And we still don't know what was up with that animal who just tried to hit and one up, but nonetheless, if this has been helpful for you, make sure to do thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the wonderful bells up below so you don't miss out on my Net 2 video. Because once again, we still got a video coming specifically for Retain as well as Kavarit. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And to make sure you get your hands on your weekly Randomite. But for now, I do once again want to give a giant shout out to everybody that is supporting by hitting the wonderful join button here on YouTube, coming on over to patreon.com/Maconn, once again, where you can see unedited versions of all 3 regions. So be sure to check that out, as well as, of course, subscribing over on twitch.tv/TroyMaconn. And of course, if you want to join in on some of our videos we are doing live, be sure to come on over to Chip 1 and say hi. But with that, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me for today, and I will see you in the comments.